everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Cozy Wealth. If you're new here, welcome. If you have seen some of my videos before, welcome back. This channel is all about building financial freedom, financial wealth, but in a cozy way and of course on a budget. And today I'm going to be showing you how I make my cash envelopes. And I'm actually going to be starting with making my daughter's binder. We'll be using the craft paper that she picked out in order to make the cash envelopes. To get started, here you're going to see some supplies that I used along with a ruler and a pencil. The full list of items that you're going to need are going to be in the description box below. And if you go ahead and purchase through there, it does help support this channel. And of course, another way you can support the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, turning on the notification bell so that way you don't miss a single new video that comes out. Getting started here, I have some craft paper that I have cut down from 12 by 12 to 8.5 by 11 just to make it easier for myself. And then I've made a guide that is going to be 17 by 18. And the 17 by 18 is so that you can go ahead and fold it in half. And then once we laminate it, you'll be able to cut it open to leave one side open so that way you're able to place the cash inside. I'm just going through and cutting all of the paper down to size. I'm using the slider cutter here and I'm just positioning it so that way it aligns perfectly with my guide, which I've already measured out. And I'm going to go ahead and do that for all of the envelopes that I'm going to make today. And right here, I'm just going ahead and I'm collecting all of the cash envelopes or what will be cash envelopes together. And I'm going to condense them so that way I can get them all aligned. And we're going to go ahead and cut them down to whatever the shortest one is that we have. I would suggest if you can spring forward or if you are able to get a hold of it using a guillotine. I'll put a picture up of what a guillotine looks like. But it's just the straight edge paper cutter versus this board cutter. Even though it's meant so that way you can cut straight down, it really does depend on how much pressure you put on there, where the paper kind of aligns up, and then where it was originally cut, so which side you're using, or if you would cut it yourself because it may be slightly off. And that's what you see me doing here, just in preparation so that way I can get them ready for the next phase, which is actually going to be making them envelopes. As you can see here, it still fits the dollar bills for the cash that we're going to be stuffing into them, so that's good. Even with us cutting it down ever so slightly, which is why you want to give a little bit more with this. Also, when we make the cash envelopes, after we laminate it, there's going to be a little bit of room, so that way we can go ahead and hole punch them, which you'll see a little bit later. One more time, we're going to go ahead and take all of the cash envelopes in the state that they currently are now and just cut everything down to make sure that it is actually even. because after this, we will be moving into the laminating phase. This step is completely optional, and I'm just lining it all up into the laminating sheet here. But what you can do is take the corner rounder if you want kind of a modern kind of look to it. If not, you can totally skip this step and then just move straight into lining everything up into the laminating sheets and then making sure that you heat up your laminator as well. after you've just double, triple checked and verified that the dollar does in fact still fit in there, which it does, go ahead and take your 3mm laminating sheets, and then you're going to line up 3 into the sheet, and you're going to make sure to leave at least a 1/2 inch of space in between, so that way we can go ahead and prep it and send it through the laminator. At this time, if you haven't already, go ahead and plug in your laminator, flip it on, and it will let you know when it's been fully heated up. If not, just double check and read the instructions on the manual to see when it is going to be good in order for you to send it on through. And right now, as you can see, I got my laminator all heated up, and then if you can tell by that purple sticker right there, I actually got it at a Goodwill for $8.99, so just shop around. Also, go ahead and make sure that you're sending it where the fold of the lamination is through first. Otherwise, it'll move around your envelopes as it's being sent through, and it'll mess everything up. So just remember where the fold is for the laminating sheet. That's what you're going to send through first. All you do is you feed it through, and then just make sure it's center so you don't get that little bunching up that I did there. But even if you do, no worries. We're going to cut a lot of that off anyway. And it is a bit of a slower process, but just be patient with it and just continue to maintain and send it through. And just so you're aware of how long this actually takes, this right now that you're watching it is sped up at 400% speed. So just be patient, take your time, and, play a bunch of your favorite YouTube videos, including this one in the background as you're working through it, and just enjoy the process. Okay, so this has been around a 2, 3, 4, 5 day process because I've had to stop, pick this back up, and now we're back into filming. But I went ahead and laminated everything. And so what you're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and make some cuts, but you want to make sure that you're actually cutting on the right sides. So you want to be able to, I don't know if you can see it, where the fold is, you're wanting to keep that intact, and you're going to want to cut open the side where you have the opening, because that's where you're going to be putting the cash envelopes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like by cutting all of these. Okay, and then once you have it, you're going to want to align it, and you're going to want to start from the bottom. I made a mistake right there. Align it from the bottom, and you're going to make the cuts on the 2 long sides first, trying to get as close as possible without cutting the sides, because that's where the close of the envelope is going to be. So you're going to make those 2 initial cuts on the long sides first. Then you're going to want to move to where the opening of the cash envelope is going to be, and you're going to want to get as close as possible to that line, because that's where you're going to be putting the cash through it. So there should be an opening there. Then after you do that, you're going to want to move down to the next envelope, and again, as close as possible, cut it down, because that little overhang that you see right there, that is going to be where we're going to make our hole punches. You're then going to go ahead and repeat on all of the rest of the envelopes. Get as close as possible to the opening so that way you can cut it open. Then you're going to move on to the side cuts so that way you can cut off all of the excess. And then once you've cut off the top part, you should get a little pocket like that. And there you go. You have a cash envelope. And then you're going to repeat this for the rest of the cash envelopes. Again, optional to go ahead and do the corner rounding. I did have some trouble with this one with the plastic or the lamination. It ended up dying on me. So you may have to get a stronger version of it. As you can see, I'm struggling. And I did find a stronger one. It's in the description box below, but it's an optional step either way. as you go ahead and cruise along and make sure that you've gotten all your cuts as even as possible, you're going to move on into the phase where we're going to hole punch. Now, this is going to take a little bit of trial and error. I did buy an adjustable 6-hole punch, and you do need to adjust it. It has some presets on there. However, I found that it was not accurate, as you can see here. So I'm just going through and taking a spare sheet of paper, and I am adjusting it based off of the binder that I have. So I'm using one of the pouches that it comes with in order to make sure that when I stamp my envelopes, I'm not ruining it at the very last step, which I would suggest you do the same. Don't trust your adjustable hole punches. And here I finally get it. I'm going to just double verify with the pouch here, but there it is. That's exactly what we want. And then we're going to go ahead and hole punch the rest of our envelopes so we can go ahead and finish this up. And that finishes it. So these are what the envelopes look like. They're fully hole punched. And they're going to fit perfectly inside of her binder. And the more you use it over time, it'll settle. It won't be so rigid. Same thing with the envelopes. As you use them over time, they'll be a little bit more rigid. And here you go. As you can see, they all fit perfectly into the binder. I'll show you here. I can flip some of them over. And of course, the more that you use them, the less rigid they're going to be. And they're going to be more mobile. And they're sticking a little bit on the binder center, but that's just because I bought the binder secondhand, so the clasps are not as great. But just so you guys can see that the envelopes are very solid, they work, they still fit the cash, which is the whole point of them, and they're not going to move or fall out for any reason. I'll show you right here. And there you are, the finished product. I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial on how I make my own cash stuffing envelopes. They're relatively cheaper than what you would be able to buy in store. So I hope that you are going to try this out. Let me know if you've improved upon anything, what kind of designs that you guys have. Drop a mermaid below to let me know that you made it all the way through to the end. Like this video, subscribe, ring the notification bell so that way you know when new videos come out. I really appreciate all of you guys who have subscribed and watch my videos. This really, really helps, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.